Tired of spending a lot of damn money on these packs and not getting anything you wanted? Head on over to MrMuttCoin.com for the best, cheapest, fastest, reliable service. Make sure you use code GS for 10% off your purchase. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Just. Welcome back to another Madden 19 video. Today we got some squads gameplay for you. See, we are running with Kai and Drift, and I am Le Defensive, Le Captain, bringing out the Night Train Lanester. And as you guys know, man, I run a ton of squads, and that is how I get most of my rewards, and a lot of my upgrades come from me heavily playing squads. I was actually top 10, but I've been bumped out of the top 10 due to just lack of playing. But you know, I'm actually number 14 right now. 31 Super Bowls, man. We play quite a bit. We play quite a bit, and we win quite a bit. You know, we're playing with some really good goons. You see Drift, he is the number 2 on the leaderboard. Doesn't make sense how he's not number 1, because the guy ahead of him has 446 wins, and Drift has almost 1,300. Drift has almost 100 Super Bowls, and the number 1 guy has 20. It goes to show you, I'm not sure how they rank this up, but anyways, you see us just running mid blitz, just taking advantage of them not having that great of a squad. And you see me wide open on the right side, but of course, Drift is a hater. You know, he never wants to pass me the ball because he's a hater, and haters do what haters do. And Drift is the biggest hater in the history of squads. Like, I'm always open. He just never wants to throw me the ball, and he usually gets cooked on defense. Man, he's a liability on defense. He's a liability on offense because he never passes me the ball. But you can see mid blitz right here. Just got him in a snuggie, and you know, mid blitz is definitely a very frustrating defense in squads. Like, a lot of people run it. Well, not a lot of people, but there's a handful of people, even a few top tier players like that will run mid blitz, and it can be frustrating because you have to block extra guys, and you know, they're going to guard, you know, the tight end, the running back, and then if you're blocking those guys, either they are going to, you know, go in coverage, or they're going to blitz themselves. It can be a headache. It definitely can be a headache, and one of the reasons why we're able to, again, have the team that we do without spending nowhere near amount of money that we previously spent the past few years has been this game mode right here. You know, one Super Bowl gives you 37 trophies, and then you also go on ahead and get maybe 40, 50K or something like that, and that's helpful. Because, you know, we take those trophies, we put them into John Madden, and John Madden was going for 800, 900K a pop, and I'm able to just go on ahead and continuously do those, and, you know, get coins, good rewards, and be able to stack up, you know, the team more and more. You know, I have put in some money recently, you know, and but again, it's nowhere near at the pace we was last year. We're definitely so happy with the team that we have, and the amount of money that we've spent being significantly less than what it previously was before. We had a huge jump start this year. You know, a lot of people still call it like a handout squad or whatever. Like, this entire team has been earned. At the very beginning, though, we did get some donations. But like, nobody is, look, I don't know how we keep getting matched up against these guys. Nobody, you know, on my team now is was on my team from, you know, then. Like, you know, all the players that we got, like you know, me getting an 89 Gronkowski donation, which was huge. Well, let me not say everybody, because I'm still using the Lawrence Taylor that was donated to me, but, you know, that's somebody I would have been able to get about a week later. You know, I just would have had done a Coach Madden. But like the Lawrence Taylor, you know, or the Gronkowski that I got early on in the year, you know, that didn't, you know, help me get, you know, the Franco Harris that I have now, or, you know, the Deion Sanders that I have now, or the Bryant Young. You know, 99% of everything has been, you know, a small percentage has come from me, you know, buying packs, again, which hasn't been much, which I'm very proud of. And they make it tough, because the legend packs now guaranteeing an 86 overall or better, like that makes the packs, you know, better. It definitely makes it better. And I feel like if you are going to spend money, wait till the weekend, guarantee yourself an 86 overall, or better player, and that's that's what I like to see. If I'm gonna spend money, I definitely want it to be worth it, and that's a nice start. That's definitely a nice start. But if you guys haven't been playing squads or anything like that, like the rewards are just very, very, very good, and playing squads is just a completely different game on how you play head to head. Like I play with Shugs, and if any of you guys who don't know, Shugs, he's one of the top players in the world. He's a freaking goon, and I play squads with him, and he wants to take control, right? Because he's good. He knows that he's by far the best player on the field. He's better than me. I would never sit there and say I'm at the level that he is. He's better than, when we play with Boogie, he's better than Boogie, and Boogie will sit there and say that. And, when we play squads, like he's better than, the other players. Like 1v1, he would destroy all 5 of us if we, were playing one at a time. But squads is just, you have to play it differently. You have yourself different plays that work in squads. You have to have great communication. We have to run routes, where Shugs wants to go on ahead and just do everything himself. Like, stay off this route. He just wants to pass his computer because he knows he can beat them because he's better than them. But it's like, we still have to, we have to pick certain routes. We just can't sit here and have you do everything because we have to do stuff, So, right there, that's just a beautiful snag. Beautiful snag by the tactician right there. Try to go in these. And there's always just that one guy that just doesn't want to quit. As I say, that he quits right there. So back-to-back quits right here. And then we get matched up with Deion Jones with hot hands. And that was before he was available with training. So he's definitely very, very, very expensive player going at this point. This right here was the Super Bowl. And this right here is big. It's 25 trophies. But again, yeah, this a lot of my team has come from this right here. Breaking tackles like crazy. That's because I'm so used to putting, when I play by myself, tackling on aggressive. And I do that because I want the computer to go for hit sticks, where on squads, you have 3 users. So, you can just go on balance and someone can click on and, provide a big hit. But, when I play by myself, I like to put tackling on aggressive. And I get a lot of tackles broken. It does get frustrating at times. But it's mainly just for the ability to break up passes. Like, you'll pass deep over the middle. And, my click-on game ain't the best. And, Ronnie Lott will just go for a murder shot. Or, it can be Chris Harris or just anyone, Deion Jones, just someone just goes and gives me a big hit animation, and I need those. I need those broken up passes. So right there, he decides to go for it, the field goal, and he comes up just shy of the field goal. And also, squads has a lot to do with your chemistry and all that. Like Eddie George right here in his game has 98 speed. 98 speed, I kid you not. And how that works is you're able to accomplish that because whatever your lineup is. Okay, so let me try to explain how this works. So my lineup, when I go, and I'm usually defensive coordinator or head coach, because I definitely don't run offense. I should run offense because Drift is a damn hater. I'd probably run a lot better than him, and I would definitely pass him the ball. He never passes me the ball because he's a hater. But my team as is, that's the attributes I go into the squad's game. So my Deion is at 98 speed, and he's at 99 zone, 99 man, and that's what I bring into the team, right? And then you have your merge lineup, and then that's when all the lineups are merged and combined, and that gives extra stuff. So like on my defense alone, let me count how many defensive I have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 26 sprinter on my defense alone. So Deion is going to go into the lineup with a 98 speed, right? Because that's what he has stock. That's what I have going in. And then once we have the merge lineup, we have all of our chemistries added together. So if my offensive coordinator has 12 sprinter and I have my 24 sprinter, that's combined. So that's going to give an additional plus 2 speed, since we have tier 3 sprinter combined. So that means Dion will have 99 speed because he can't go any higher. But then anyone else, like, my Lawrence Taylor has 91 speed. And merge, if we are able to merge as a team, if we're able to get tier 3 sprinter with my defense and his offense combined, then we're able to add another +2 speed to him. So Lawrence Taylor can have 93 speed. And if we have Coach Madden, that's 94. And then you also have your team chemistries. So like I play with Serial Stamper, who is a big 49ers fan. Nowhere near as big as me. But, he's a 49ers fan. And he has, I think he has like +2 speed on the 49ers chem defense, just on the defense alone, on top of tier 3 sprinter on his defense alone. So like his Richard Sherman has like 95 speed. It's ridiculous. So if you ever play squads and you see someone with like a 96, 97 in Ndamukong Suh, how is that possible? That's because, you got your lineup, your defense line, but then you got the merge lineup, and that's how, that works. So, like, if I'm able to get just tier 3 sprinter, if I'm able to get 30 sprinters on my defense alone, and your offense doesn't have anybody on sprinter, with the merge lineup, I'm able to go on ahead and add +2 speed to everyone with sprinter on my defense, on top of already getting the boost. So that's +4. Excuse me, I can't even. +4 speed. That's +4 speed on my defense that I'm able to add alone with the merge lineup. It gets wild. It's wild. You can add so much speed and all that stuff. And again, Eddie George has like 98. Our defense, Dion's got like 99. And, there's a lot of souped up crazy players in squads. And then you got 3 users to go after that you got to worry about. But right here, you see we're down 6-3. We're in the Super Bowl. And Drift is struggling on offense to get anything going. And we need something, big here. 3rd and 15, he steps up in the pocket. Blocking is good. He goes to the sideline. Unfortunately, it is out of bounds. 4th and 15, he decides to go for it. And I was shook. He's like, we're going to go for it. Tries to go for an out route, but it's shut down. So now it's like, all right, it might not be looking good for us. They're in scoring range. If we hold them to a field goal, touchdown still gives us the lead, so that's not bad. But if they score, and they're able to take time off the clock, we're going to be down multiple possessions here. And it might be trouble. So we have to hold them to 3. 3rd and 4 right here. They decide to run the ball, but thankfully Mean Joe Green makes the big play, and they're going to go ahead and settle for the field goal. So we need a touchdown, and we haven't been able to put up points all game long. So we definitely need to get in the end zone right here to go on ahead and take the lead. Feel confident we can get big stops. Beautiful spin move by Tyreek Hill right there. Gets us to about midfield. So 1st and 10 right here. Drift steps back. Goes over the middle. And he throws the dots right over there to Steve Smith Sr. Stops us on to 3. So we're very close to scoring. And Eddie George, who's maxed out with damn near 98 everything, goes on ahead, gets us close. Toss to Ricky. And we finally score, taking a 1-point lead. So we're back again on defense. And again, we've been playing defense pretty well. So let's see if we can go on ahead and get ourselves a stop to, I don't know if this is my Super Bowl, one of theirs, or one of my teammates. I'm not sure, but somebody's in there in Super Bowl, dang it. 2:55 right here, and, they're inching closer and closer to field goal range. At this point, I'm calling defense. I'm expecting passes, but it looks like they're just trying to inch their way into field goal range without needing to pass. 3rd and 3 right here. They're going to go on ahead and pass the ball to the flats, and we stop them just shy of the first down. Very big tackle right there. 4th and 1, very big play right here. He goes underneath, and they pick up the first down. And then it's like, oh, man, okay, we got to try and keep him out of field goal range if we can. And that tackle right there helps us with that, a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12, he's going to go on ahead and roll out. He stops. He throws off his back foot, and Drift comes away with the huge interception right there. And that right there is going to put the game away. Very, very, very tough game, but a victory is a victory, man. These squad games are so fun when they're competitive like that. Like, I think competitive squads are, some of the funnest thing to watch. Like, I love watching a very good tooth and nail grudge match of a squads game. And that was my Super Bowl. And I wish EA would do something with squads, like run tournaments and stuff like that. I think it would be so fun to watch because competitive squads would be phenomenal. It's so fun to watch, man. I really, really enjoy watching tough squads gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoy, man. It's your boy Jess. We're going to go on and be signing out. Appreciate the support as always, man. Until next time. Drift is still a hater because he never passes me the ball. Peace.
That's all I thought.